Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we are going to talk about how to draw cats. So let's get into the video. Alright, so here I am going to have these cats sit on a table because it would be easier for everybody to draw only the heads and the upper body. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly get into the canvas and mark the length of the table, do some rough markings of how these cats will be sitting, where I want them to be sitting, and this first semicircle is about the bodies. The second is going to be a circle, and I am keeping them approximately the same size. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly make a formal line, formal margin where we want these to come. And with the cats it is very simple. This is going to be the head and this is place where the mouth will be. For this one, because we want it to be a different example, so here what we'll do is we'll do the mouth in this direction. Third one, we'll keep it simple. We'll put the mouth in the center direction itself. Now we'll come back to this one. We'll put the most prominent feature of a cat's face, that is eyes and the nose, and the cheekbones. That is where the cats are different from the human beings. We'll be say this is the point where the top of the nose sits. Make it a little wider, little down, little angle, and inside a little sharpness. This is a 0.7 mm pencil, and this was a normal 2B. It's more thicker, that's why I picked. Then these are the sockets, the eye sockets where the eyes will sit. Then comes the ear. So for ear, what I'll do is I'll start like this, then I'll go like this, and then I'll go like this. So these are the darker and the lighter parts, if you can start to see, but we'll not get into the details much. We'll only make some rough markings here right now. Then this one is going to be like this, coming towards us, and then the rounded circle. Now below the nose part, what we'll do is we'll make these. Okay, these will represent the cheekbones. In between the cheekbones sits the mouth. The body is going to be like this, okay, with some strap. I don't know what these people call it. A strap, a cat tag, okay. And here we have the outer body for the first cat, okay, and here she sits. Now for the eyes, what I'll do is I'll use the internal margins. So we'll begin with this one, and here is the fat part, here is the fat part, this one, certain cut, a lower cut, here, right? And so is some fatty part on the cat's forehead, some darker areas here, and because we plan to color it, so we'll just leave it at this. Second is the anxious cat, so it's looking in this direction. All right, so this is the way it goes here, okay. So we've got the nose, then the cheekbone only this much, and keeping the perspective in mind, only this much is visible. Here some elevation and some eyes, here, okay. We'll not worry about this. Some elevation, some inside, some elevation again, and then this. Here is the head, here is the ear, here is the second ear, and some fat behind the head. And then we'll move some fat on this side, okay, and we'll not worry much about the other things, okay, good to go. Third one, we can make it more studious one. Now I'll just touch up the table. Okay, and then this might be the room, so let's put some marks to suggest that this is the room with the sitting and this rooms, and somewhere around this have their paws on the table waiting anxiously, because this one is more kind of commanding. And let's bring in some of the shoulder here, and so we'll add some more volume here. Say that this one is in very commanding position. So I think more or less we are done with our composition. What we need to do is we need to add more details, more volumes. So what we'll do is I'll just quickly come up with my watercolors. Now brush 1 inch brush stroke hake of white flat brush. Now this part is still wet, but this part is almost dried up, and obviously these parts didn't had any paint in them. I'll use a rigger. This is a 4-point rigger, and I'll start filling in the details that I want to be in the watercolor. And for that I will make a gray, so you can see my palette if you want, and I'll try to make a Payne's gray for myself. The Payne's gray is actually bluish in nature, and this much of Payne's gray is actually more than sufficient for me. I'll actually make it more blue because it will dry lighter. Will not make a lot of markings, and on the other hand I will keep another, this one, the angle brush, and this is just simply wet, and and I will use it to spread the color around, so that you see I will not have hard edges. I will actually help the color seep in some different directions without having hard edges. So if you've seen my other videos, you will see how I actually use the pigments from ink, and I mean, this is the first time I've done this kind of a video, but I use water and wet brushes to move the pigment around. And again use this. So if you can see what I'm trying to do is I'm actually moving the pigment, especially with the kind of brush I am using right now. Okay, as you can see, I almost forgot that this time I'm not planning to make it a dining table. I'm planning it to be a boardroom table. So some fish business that these cats are planning to do. And so just to suggest that this board table is actually not a very new or a very shining glossy kind of a table. It's quite old, and what I'm trying to do is have a very low to almost no amount of water in it, only little amount of pigment, and I'm just scraping it like this. Okay, for this part I'm just just moving the edge over the surface and going like this, and you can see almost all the pigment is gone. Alright, so we'll go to the next part, which is adding more details in these, and I think I can rush with the video now. Almost done here. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you really like this stuff, please like and subscribe, share this channel. It would be a lot of help for me, and I'll see you in some other video. Till then, goodbye and take care.